Good afternoon, Gills fans. Welcome back to Gills in the Blood TV. It is Saturday and it is just gone 10 to 3, so that means match day live. Today's game comes from the Valley. The Gills are making the relatively short trip to London to take on Lee Bowyer's Charlton Athletic, and the big news is the game is going ahead. Despite a precautionary pitch inspection at 1 PM, the referee has given the go-ahead. The ground staff have had lights out on one corner of the pitch that's not had any sunlight, but it looks like it's going ahead because the players have been out warming up. And like I say, we are only 7 or 8 minutes from kick-off now. Team news for the Gills unfortunately sees Jordan Graham and Callum Slattery both miss out through injury. So in comes Stuart O'Keefe and John Akindi. So it looks like a 4-4-2 diamond for Steve Evans' men today. The team in full is Jack Bonham in goal. A back four of Ryan Jackson, Jack Tucker, Robbie Cundy and Connor Ogilvie. Looks like Stuart O'Keefe will be sat at the base of that diamond. Carl Dempsey and Tommy O'Connor from the sides. Ollie Lee in his favoured 10 position. And the two big men up front, John Akindi and Verdane Oliver. Bench for the Gills is Sacha Bastien. Christian Magoma returns for the first time in a few weeks after injury. Robbie McKenzie, Matty Willock, James Morton, Alex McDonald and Tyreek Johnson. For Charlton, familiar face in Deji Osalaja starts. A front two of Chuck Zanike and Jaden Stockley is going to cause us a problem. We're going to have to be on our mettle from first whistle to last to try and nullify their threats. They're a good side, Charlton, at this level. That's why they're challenging for the playoffs. Right, not long until the game starts now. Bring you footage as and when. Gills lead inside a minute, virtue of an Ollie Lee finish. The ball gets played into a dangerous area. John Akindi does well to bring it under control. The ball works its way to Lee, 25 yards out. One touch out of his feet, bends it into the bottom corner. We lead with 90 seconds on the clock. Come on! Really open start to this game. Charlton have gone straight down the other end. Ball over the top. Jack Bonham comes herring out of his box, doesn't get there. The left winger goes round him, narrow angle. Robbie Cundy gets himself back on the line and manages to hack it clear. 2 minutes gone, chances at either end, and Gills have taken theirs, which is the big thing so far. Charlton have just hit the bar, so that's another chance in this game. Less than 6 minutes gone. Chuck Zanike, brilliant feet, drops his shoulder, left foot, smashes it against angle of bar and post. A let off for the Gills. This is really open. Another half chance for the Gills. It's John Akindi again, causing problems, manages to get the ball under control. Goes past Deji Osalaja. Osalaja bites back. Turn of pace from the big man. Then tries to get back onto his right foot and it's blocked and gone out for a corner. 7.5 played. We still lead. Bit of a delay with the taking of the corner because the referee's pulled out Robbie Cundy and one of the Charlton players. Something going on in the 6-yard box. But it looks like the whistle's gone now. It's going to be in swinging from the far side by the captain. Here it comes. Gone near post. Has it gone in? Oh, I think it's hit the near post and gone all the way through and Charlton have smuggled it clear. Half a chance at worst for the Gills there. Still lead. Could have been 2. Just looked at the replay from the corner. Carl Dempsey has swung it near post and it has clipped the base of the post and then got all the way across the 6-yard box. Robbie Cundy was in close attendance. I think if he sticks out a leg, he scores from literally a yard out, but it's not to be. But we still lead. That's the big thing. Another chance for Charlton. It's Chuck Zanike again. He's hit the other post now. There's a ball played into the box. I think it's for Stokaski, right-footed. It comes off the top of Anike's head. Jack Bonham's got no chances. Watches it thud against the base of the post and then Connor Ogilvie clears. Not sure how much Anike had it under control, but it's another let-off for the Gills. 1-1 and it's third time lucky for Chuck Zanike. Unfortunately, the returning Stuart Keefe's going to have to take some of the blame. It's a long, hopeful ball from Chris Gunter, the right back of the Addicts. Stuart O'Keefe looks like he tries to clear it. He's off balance, slips over, misses it completely. The left winger, Miller, then breaks into space. Plays it into Chuck Zanike. One good touch out of his feet and slots it past the on-rushing Jack Bonham. 1-1, probably about fair in fairness. Midway through this first period, really open game. It's almost akin to a computer game at the moment. One team has a go, the other team has a go. Defending's not been great from both sides. There was another half chance for Charlton. Ball got played into our box. Tom O'Connor slipped and missed it. Luckily, Darren Platley's shot was well over the top with the help of a hand from Jack Bonham, and we defended the resulting corner pretty well. But we just had another bit of play down the other end, which has resulted in ball being played into a dangerous area from Connor Ogilvie, but Verdane Oliver couldn't quite reach it at the far post. But yeah, still 1-1, probably a bit too open for my liking at the moment though. First change of the game's just had to be made by the home side. It's Jake Forster-Kaski's had to go off. Looks like a hamstring problem. So Andrew Shinnie's gone to the middle of the park and they brought on the lad Jaya Semu, who they just got in from Swindon in the last couple of weeks. So that's going to be pace to contend with over that side now for Connor Ogilvie. A different kind of challenge to Andrew Shinnie, who was tucking in. But yeah, first change of the game for the Addicts. 27 minutes played, still 1-1. Decent spell here for Gills, last 3 minutes. First of all, John Akindi gave, I think it's Jason Pearce, the Charlton captain, about 3 or 4 yards. Absolutely skinned him for pace. Drove into the box, got to the byline. Ben Amos came out to try and meet him. He managed to clip it back into a dangerous area. Dane Oliver was beaten to it by a covering defender. Now just had a little bit of interlinking play between Carl Dempsey and Ryan Jackson down the right-hand side, which has resulted in a corner. Tommy O'Connor's going to come across and take it. Here it comes now. It's going to be in swinging from O'Connor. This has to be good. It's decent. Near post. Just got in and it... Oh no, it's not. Gills won the first header. It looked like it was going in the angle of where we were watching, but Ben Amos has managed to slap it out. Tom O'Connor's won it back and tried to recycle possession, but Charlton have hacked it clear again. And it's gone over halfway where Ryan Jackson's taken up possession. But Gills just starting to build up a bit of momentum again. Gills are back in front and Connor Ogilvie has just scored the goal of the season. I don't care what anyone says. You will not see a better strike this season. We recycle the ball. Ollie Lee flicks it up on the edge of the D. It drops to Connor Ogilvie. He's 25 yards out on the angle. Catches it full on the volley. It arrows over Ben Amos and into the top corner. The boys in blue are back in front again. Come on! It's been another half chance for the Gills. If Tom O'Connor's more switched on at the far post, he probably has a tap in. Carl Dempsey and Ollie Lee initially link up. The ball gets played into a dangerous area. I think Osalaja competes with Dane Oliver. They both miss it. If O'Connor's awake at the far stick, he just does a touch and then he can have a shot, but he's not. And the ball runs out towards the corner flag where he manages to rescue it. He then gets the ball back to Connor Ogilvie. His cross is cleared by the Charlton centre-backs. But another chance for the Gills. Both sides still look a little bit shaky defensively. Half-time here at the Valley. It's Charlton Athletic 1, Gillingham 2. Goals at the start and the end of the half for the boys in blue. Give us the lead in London. Started off all the way back on the 36th second, I think it was timed at. That strike from Ollie Lee gave us a really early start. After that, Charlton came into the game. They played some decent stuff on a tricky pitch. Chucks and Nike's hit the bar and hit the post. We've hit the post through Carl Dempsey as well. It was fairly open first 25 minutes. Have to say that Charlton deservedly levelled through a Nike, who's been a threat all afternoon. His strike partner, though, Jaden Stockley, been pretty anonymous so far, so credit to our back line for that. Connor Ogilvie, though, to put us back in front with the most outrageous strike. I've already said it, it's goal of the season, certainly for us, and there's a good chance it could be goal of the season in League One. If you see a better goal than that this year, then you've done very, very well. Defensively, we've improved as the half goes on. It became a little bit slower and a little bit more cagey after a really frantic first half an hour, which suits us better now with us in the lead. Second half will be key. We're going to have to manage the game really well. Going to have to remain compact and strong defensively. And if we do that, I think Charlton are rocky enough at the back for us to create more chances. But the main thing, at the break, it's Gillingham in front by 2-1. First 2 minutes in the second half, and Charlton have had a little bit of the ball, but Gills have already had another half chance. It's John Akinde again up against Jason Pearce, and it's a complete mismatch at the moment. Gives himself a couple of yards again, gets his body in between the defender and the ball. He then lays it off to the on-rushing for Dane Oliver. Unfortunately, he has a poor touch. If he can just bring it under control and look up, Tom O'Connor was on his left-hand side with no one around him, but the poor touch of Moller allowed the covering defender to get back. Charlton have now just won a corner as the clock ticks towards 48 minutes. Still 2-1 to the Gills. Charlton 2, Gillingham 2. It's a good header, to be fair, from Jaden Stockley, who was pretty much anonymous in the first period. Ball gets worked out to the Charlton right after we clear the first corner. It's a really good ball into the box. He gets himself in between the two centre-halves. It's slightly behind him, but he arches back and heads it into the bottom corner. 52 on the clock, all to play for again at the Valley. Pressure from the Addicts now. They've got a corner. It's going to be Miller from the far side in swinging. It's come all the way to the far post. Stockley's managed to head it back into a dangerous area, but Carl Dempsey's got it clear. Gills have not seen the ball last couple of minutes. Just need to get someone to have a foot on it. Done well to press Charlton back to midway inside our half now. Ryan Jackson comes out to meet their left back. Ball's now with Andrew Shinney, who's had to go back to the halfway line. But Charlton just on top the last couple of minutes. Still 2 each. Decent play from the Gills in response to being pegged back to 2-2. We break through Carl Dempsey and Ryan Jackson. Ryan Jackson gets into a dangerous area in the final third. Squares it for Dempsey. He drifts into the middle of the D. Ball gets played into the left side channel for John Akinde. Unfortunately, I'm not sure whether he's trying to cross it or bend it top corner. Ball drifts out for a goal kick. But good response after the Charlton equaliser. Just up to an hour now, and it's the first change has been made by Steve Evans for the Gills. It's Stuart O'Keefe who's making way. Not surprising considering how long he's been out. He's been getting cameos from the bench in recent weeks. I think this is his first start, so for him to get through an hour would be beneficial. Robbie McKenzie comes on to play at the base of the diamond. We've not seen a lot of him in recent weeks since the arrival of Callum Slattery. So a good chance for McKenzie to re-establish himself in the Gillingham midfield. Potentially big moment in the game. 20 minutes to play. Chuck Sanike, scorer of the first Charlton goal, has just been dismissed. 2 yellow cards in the space of a minute. The first for a foul on Jack Tucker. He then got up and pushed Robbie Cundy over after the referee had already given a free kick. Literally a minute later, he's just gone through Conor Ogilvy's knee, out of control. It's a clear yellow card. Charlton are down to 10 men with 20 minutes to go. Still 2-2. Half chance for the Gills. Carl Dempsey, really good ball in at the far post. Verdane Oliver rises with his defender, heads it straight at Ben Amos. 13 minutes to play. Man advantage for Gills, but still 2-2. Corner now for the Gills. It's going to be Tom O'Connor from the far side, so it'll be left-footed in swinging again. Here it comes now. It's a flat one. It's headed up in the air at the near post, I think, by Shinnie. Carl Dempsey tries to win it back with his head. Jack Tucker's recycled it and was giving it away, though. There's a break now for Jarasimi. Jack Tucker's going to be cautioned. 1 for the team, you call that. And first yellow card for the Gills. 78 minutes played, still 2 each. Referee Kevin Johnson making it the Kevin Johnson show in the last couple of minutes. He just can't resist giving out cards. There's a soft one for Robbie McKenzie for standing in front of a free kick, not letting Charlton play quickly. He's now just booked Deji Osalaja, ex-Gillingham centre-back, for simulation in our box. So a game that didn't have a booking up until about the 65th minute has now had 2 for Chuck Sanike and 3 after that. So 5 cards in total, including a dismissal. Into the final 10 minutes, still 2 each. Who will gamble? And another card. Kevin Johnson's gone across to the far side and booked the Charlton manager, Lee Bowyer, who's doing his absolute nut on the touchline. Maybe we'll get back to the football shortly as Jack Bonham takes a goal kick. Great chance for the Gills. It's Ryan Jackson down the right-hand side. Cuts it back into the penalty area. Ollie Lee, first time it's crashed off the underside of the bar and back out. Gills are still trying to get on the front foot again, but that's a great opportunity for the Gills. Still 2-2 into the final 5. Gills lead 3-2. It's another goal from the skipper. Drives into the penalty area. Onto his right foot. Rifles it across Ben Amos. We lead 3-2 with 4 minutes to play. Get in! Snapshot from Jarasimi from the edge of the D. Jack Bonham gets hands up and shovels it over for a corner. Charlton not out of this despite being down to 10 men. We have a corner to defend with about 3 minutes to play. Comes the corner now. Oh no, not quite. Kevin Johnson's getting involved, having a chat with 2 players. I'm not sure who he's moaning at because no one's anywhere near each other in our 6-yard box. It's going to be Shinnie from the far side in swinging when he is allowed to take it. So we'll just stay with this. 15 seconds left of the 90. Here it comes now. Jack Bonham with a good punch and he's been fouled. Free kick to Gills as the clock ticks over 90 minutes. We wait the board. Still 3-2 up. 4 minutes of injury time has just gone up on the touchline. So Gills are 240 seconds away from a famous win. Still got plenty of work to do though. Can't slacken off now. Apologise about the fading light, but superstition means I'm not turning the light and I'm not moving from my seat. As us, we're leading 3-2. Just over halfway through the 4 minutes of added on time here, and Gills have got a free kick about 15 yards inside the Charlton half. John Akindi, who's been absolutely superb this afternoon. About 30 seconds ago, he was down by his own corner flag defending. Socks down round his ankles like Jack Grealish. He's now in the other corner with the ball, trying to hold it up. He's got a free kick. Jason Pearce has just gone through the back of him. It's a really poor challenge. He's then flung him to the floor as well. And he's been booked, the Charlton skipper. A little bit of frustration. Gills are about a minute and a half from a really, really big 3 points. Gills are making a change deep into injury time. It's for Dane Oliver, another player who's worked his socks off today without much luck in front of goal. He's been replaced by Alex McDonald for the final few seconds of this game. We're trying to run down the clock. John Akindi's got the ball in the corner flag, trying to hold it up. Just stay with this a minute. Him and Carl Dempsey now in the corner. Carl Dempsey's still in the D. Ball's rolled out for a throw-in. It's been given Gills' way. More frustrating for Charlton. It's lovely to see at the moment. We're into the 5th minute of 4 added on. Commentary team for Charlton moaning about Gills slowing the game down. Why would we not slow the game down when we're 3-2 up at the Valley? Big Charlton getting beaten by Little Gillingham at the moment. And there goes the final whistle. It's finished. Charlton Athletic 2, Gillingham 3. A really, really good performance from the Gills in London this afternoon. That early goal from Ollie Lee, coupled with Conor Ogilvy's absolute howitzer just before half-time, saw us lead at the interval. We were pegged back by Jayden Stockley just after the break. But Carl Dempsey's rocket has seen us come to the Addicts and win 3-2 in their own backyard. Come on! Thanks for watching as always. Be back Monday for a Monday review looking back on this really good performance and importantly 3 points. Please keep liking, subscribing, retweeting and doing all that you do. We're now only 15 away from 1,500 subscribers. Until next time, up the Gills.